Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you are new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you're not new, what's poppin'? Y'all, can't take a week off? I can't help my cousin get groceries from the car? Like, come on, like what's going on? Like, y'all been DMing me like, girl, where are you? I'll literally be on TikTok. Like, y'all know, if you guys follow me, y'all know I'm always on TikTok. Like, that's my main app. I'll be on TikTok watching videos, commenting on videos. You guys be freaking messaging me under my comments like, where's the next YouTube video? I'm ready. Post the YouTube video. I can't take a break. I can't take a little break. Love you guys so much, but y'all need to allow me to take a break because y'all, if I burn out, you guys are not gonna like the content. Like, I like to come to y'all when I am fully charged. I took a break and y'all couldn't even allow me to take a little breaky break, but we are back. We're back. As you guys can see from the title of the video, we are going to be talking about the Megan Thee Stallion situation and why a lot of people do not believe Megan Thee Stallion and why a lot of people do not trust that Tory Lanez is the person that shot her. Now, I know a lot of us are going to have different opinions about the situation, but we need to make sure that we are kind to each other in the comments. If you guys are, you know, being a little belligerent and rude in the comments, your comment will just get deleted, so keep it cute. Opinions are welcome, but insults are not welcome towards me or towards your peers in the comment section. Yeah, so let's get into it. We are going to be discussing why a lot of people do not believe Megan Thee Stallion. Even if you guys are living under a rock, you guys know that Tory Lanez is currently serving time in jail, in prison at the moment. And in prison, they said that he allegedly got stabbed by another inmate.
He was stabbed 14 times, 5 times in his back, 1 under his left cheekbone. In fact, his jaw was open. He was stabbed twice in the back of his head, and the rest in his torso, arms, and in his chest. It was something along the lines of Tory Lanez was making comments that threatened the inmate, and the inmate decided to take actions into his own hands and stabbed him. And then Tory Lanez was in critical condition. Now, during that time that he allegedly got stabbed, the speculation and the talks about Megan Thee Stallion started rolling around again, because people from the beginning of this whole situation, I felt that Megan Thee Stallion is not telling the truth and the full truth about what happened between her, Tory Lanez, and Kelsey the night of the shooting. Then literally a congresswoman literally came out and said that in 36 hours she was going to be exposing Megan Thee Stallion with brand new evidence that will confirm that Megan Thee Stallion indeed lied about the fact that Tory Lanez shot her and that Tory Lanez is innocent.
My understanding is you're around some kind of the Foreign Relations Committee, and you're from Florida.
How I got involved in this case is I actually am friends with Amber Rose that are representing Mr. Lanez. They actually presented me with evidence. When I saw the evidence that was brought forward, we're talking about no forensics DNA on the magazine of the pistol, include there being ring footage that really refutes and dispels the testimony that, you know, he had basically said dance and then fired the firearm, you know, shot in the foot, as well as medical x-rays. All of this does indeed show and prove that Mr. Lanez unfortunately is being incarcerated and he's an innocent man.
And when she came out with that information, it literally started a whole uproar on social media. Everybody was literally either on Tory's side or people were on Megan's side. There was literally no in between. A lot of the reasons why people believed that Megan Thee Stallion was lying about Tory Lanez shooting her was because people said that throughout Megan Thee Stallion's storyline, she never kept the same storyline. So a lot of the people speculated that Megan Thee Stallion lied about the fact that she slept with him, because when she went on the Gayle King show to get to do the interview with Gayle King asked her, hey, like, did you sleep with him? And she lied and she said she didn't sleep with him. When the police officer came to the crime scene and questioned what happened to her foot, she did not say that her foot got shot at. She basically said that she stepped in glass. And also when she was in the hospital, she also told I don't know who she told, but I think I remember her saying again that she stepped in glass or whatnot. And then later on she turned around and said that Tory Lanez is the one who shot her, after Tory Lanez went on social media and was basically taunting at her and making remarks towards her. She came out and said, he's the one who shot me. And after that, it just started the whole backlash. Now, this is my whole thing. This is like my whole spill about the situation. Because like, I just don't understand why we're still talking about this. Like, I really don't, all jokes aside. In my honest opinion, not even in my honest opinion. Y'all know I like to say in my honest opinion a lot, but this is not even an opinion, y'all. Tory Lanez was gonna go to jail regardless. Like, the people that are in the comment section yelling, free Tory, and he's an innocent man, and this, and that, and that, and this. Tory Lanez was going to go to jail regardless. Number two, the people who are saying Megan put an innocent man in jail, this, and that. The state is who picked up the case, not Megan. So Tory Lanez was going to go to jail regardless. Tory Lanez was on probation, y'all. Tory Lanez was on probation, okay? He was on probation and he was caught with a gun. He was going to jail regardless. Whether he shot Megan or not, he was gonna go do time in jail regardless. So for the people that are commenting saying that he needs to be free, at the very least, you guys should understand that even if this situation comes out and Megan did lie about him shooting her, he is not supposed to be anywhere around a gun. So he's going to go to jail and he needs to do his time regardless for his violation of his probation. Or at the very least, he should have got deported to Canada. Either one or the other, because he's not a citizen. And in my honest opinion, I'm really looking at Tory Lanez like, if you are not a citizen, you should not put yourself in any type of predicament that can get you either deported because of the type of status you have, or can even get you put in jail because of your career. And I know some people that believe that I'm gonna be the first ones to say it. I think he shot her, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. That's neither here nor there in my honest opinion. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, because like I said before, he was gonna go to prison regardless. He was going to go to jail regardless. But going back to what I said about him being put in this predicament, I feel like Tory Lanez put himself in this predicament. You're on probation, first of all. I know some people might say, well, you know, he has to walk around with guns, you know, for his protection because of his status, and yeah, that is true. But it's like, if you're going to be in that type of situation, you have to be very cautious about what you do when you're in that type of situation, especially considering the fact that you are on probation. Number two, Tory Lanez has literally had a history of being violent towards other people. He literally has had a history of hitting on other celebrities. And not only that, I remember there was a long time ago, y'all. It was a long time ago, like before this situation even like came about. This girl on YouTube told a story about how she got invited to a party. It was like a little house party, and this is before Tory Lanez became like mainstream. And she said that there was a Toronto like singer that we all know, and she said that he was very rude. And I think she said something about him hitting a girl or like trying to put his hands on somebody in a party. And a lot of people were in the comment section saying Drake, and she was like, no, it's not Drake. And so we were just thinking like, okay, well, if it's not Drake, then it has to be Tory. And people started saying, okay, well, it's Tory then if it's not Drake. And she literally was liking the comments, and that was like a long time ago, y'all. And I'm gonna be real, I'm not somebody who just looks at something and says, oh, okay, because somebody said it, you know, I believe it. I didn't just watch her story and hear her story on YouTube and think to myself like, oh, okay, I believe her. But at the same time, like, I was just like, oh, okay, like that happened. I mean, in my honest opinion, I was like, you know, she didn't really present us with no evidence or anything like that, but I always kept that in the back of my head. And then the whole situation with the August Alsina situation, I looked at that, and when that situation popped up, I always referred back to the girl who claimed that he got into it with some girl at the party, and I think he allegedly hit her. So I thought about that, and I'm like, all right, like there's a little pattern with him. When the situation with August Alsina happened, and August Alsina said that he attacked him, Tory Lanez lied and said that he was in the studio during the attack. Then later on, the footage got leaked that he was not in the studio at the time that he attacked him. And he even went to the Breakfast Club, and the Breakfast Club tried to bring it up, and he did not want to talk about it, which is, you know, that's fine, because I guess he didn't want to incriminate himself. But Tory Lanez has a history of putting his hands on people via violence towards people, and then lying when he gets asked about the violence that he induced on that said person. So it's like, if we're going to talk about lying, if we're going to say that Megan Thee Stallion is lying, then we have to talk about the fact that Tory Lanez has been lying in the past about his violence towards other people as well. And he has been violent in the past too to other people. Even some of his exes have came out and said that he was violent to them and he was abusive to them when they dated him.
What? Now recently, you got into an alleged altercation but an R&B artist, August Alsina.
Look, man, like I said, I'm here to just answer about the album.
We seen the video of him putting his hand out, and you know.
Well, is there an open investigation with the LAPD? Because I saw they said they were looking into it.
Again, couldn't tell you, don't know. But, you know, like I said, I'm here for the album and positivity. I know, you know, and don't get me wrong, I'm always here to answer all the questions and stuff, but I'm really just here just preaching positivity today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything that's been going on in my life and the things that's been going on around me, I just try to keep positive, you know, so no disrespect, but I'm just not here to talk about.
Just one last question. Now, we seen that you walk by each other and he put his hand out. Did you ever knew that y'all had a problem? Because I'm sure if you knew there was a disagreement, you wouldn't have put your hand out.
No, I mean, just generally speaking, regardless, I don't have a problem with anybody, and I wrote for him before. It's not one of those.
Oh, so you penned stuff for his projects and stuff like that.
And before people come in my comments and get mad at me because they thinking that I'm defending Megan Thee Stallion, I am not defending Megan Thee Stallion at all. I wholeheartedly supported Tory Lanez music. Let's keep it a buck. You know, for the people who want to say, oh, y'all are just on Megan's side because y'all like her music. A lot of Megan's fans were Tory's fans. Let's not forget that around the time of COVID, when Tory was going on live and he was having the quarantine lives and he was inviting the different celebrities on live, that's where he gained a lot of his popularity. And he started having Megan on his live a lot, and he started hanging out with Megan. And a lot of Megan's fans started being fans with him, number one. Tory Lanez make R&B type of music. Most people that listen to R&B music is predominantly black women. So for the people who feel like, oh, we're just taking Megan's side because we like her music and we don't know. A lot of the people that are on Tory Lanez's side were not listening to Tory Lanez before he got arrested. They didn't even know who Tory Lanez was. A lot of these black men, not even just black men, men in general, that keep saying free Tory Lanez, free Tory Lanez, they were not even his core audience before he got arrested. And I'm here to let you guys know that I listened to Tory Lanez. I loved his music and I highly supported Tory Lanez before this whole situation happened. This is not coming from like an opinion of somebody who just loves Megan Thee Stallion and is just on her side just because I love her music and she's from Houston. If you guys know, I'm from Houston too, right? At the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. Just like how I'm about to clock Tory, I'm gonna clock Megan as well. So that situation with August happened, but I didn't really think much of it. And then this whole situation with the Megan Thee Stallion situation happened where they said that he shot her. The reason why I said I feel like Tory Lanez shot her is because when the situation first happened and he was on the phone with Kelsey, he literally was apologizing and saying that he doesn't even know what happened that night. The way he was sounding like somebody that was regretful and somebody who got caught up with the alcohol and the argument and shot her. He accidentally shot her, or whether he purposely shot her, he still shot her. And the way that he was speaking to Kelsey on the phone, he was speaking to Kelsey in a way that he was very sympathetic at the fact that he shot her. Number one. Number two, when he shot her, Kelsey texted somebody else and literally said, Tory just shot Megan. In my honest opinion, I'm looking at it like this. Why would Kelsey text someone and say, off rip, Tory shot Megan? Why would she literally say that right in that moment if he did not shoot her? Kelsey would not text and say Tory shot Megan. If Kelsey was the one who shot Megan, as they're trying to allege that Kelsey shot Megan, then Kelsey would not text nothing in that moment. Kelsey would probably be spooked out when all the officers came and stuff like that. She wouldn't have time to be texting Tory shot Megan and then get on the phone with him the next day when he's in jail and he's apologizing. The stories literally align. And, let's get into the part where people say, well, Megan lied about the fact that she said that she didn't get shot by him. Megan has already came up with the reason as to why she's lied about the fact that she's literally told us several times why she initially lied about the fact that she got shot in the foot, and she said that she stepped in glass. She has literally said it several times. And so I don't understand why people are making it seem like this is brand new evidence that Megan lied. We have already established that Megan lied. But a lot of things that I do not understand with the Tory Lanez fans and the people who are on Tory Lanez's side, as much as y'all claim that Megan lied, Tory lied too. Because Tory came out and said that he didn't shoot Megan. And then he came out and said that Kelsey shot Megan. Then he came out and said that nobody shot Megan. Like, Tory has literally changed his story around so many different times. But you guys have never clocked Tory for changing his story around. You guys have never said anything to Tory for changing his story around. Tory's story have not remained the same throughout this whole situation. His story has changed several times, and I have never seen anybody clock Tory for changing his story. But as soon as Megan changed her story, and mind you, the only thing that she changed was that she said that he didn't shoot her, and she actually gave a very good reasoning as to why she said that he did not shoot her. Around the time that that whole situation happened, that's literally right when the police officer had killed George Floyd. She was very scared about what was to come because a lot of police was surrounding them, and she wanted to protect him. The only reason why Megan came out and said that he shot her is because he started taunting her after the situation happened. It was literally a video of him cutting up a horse foot. And my thing is this, for the people who are on Tory Lane's side, this is my thing. If you guys feel like Tory Lanez did not shoot her, and if Tory Lanez himself feel like he did not shoot her, why would you be in a music video cutting up a horse's foot, insinuating that you put damage to this girl? Like, you're metaphorically speaking saying that you put damage to this girl's feet when you are literally on trial for this situation, and you said that you did not do this said situation that you are on trial for. Why would you go inside a music video and be chopping up the foot? Like, that don't even make sense. That literally makes you look bad. And I know a lot of you guys think that the public opinion matters, but in the court of law, the public opinion does not matter. And I could guarantee you, whoever judge they had was looking at that music video and nodded his head and is like, oh, okay, yeah, he did it, whether y'all believe it or not. Now, let's get on Megan. One of the main issues that I have with Megan with this whole situation, and I'm just going to be completely honest, guys, is that Megan Thee Stallion had no business messing with Tory Lanez behind Kelsey's back. I be seeing a lot of people be mad at Kelsey because Kelsey did not defend her, and Kelsey did not, you know, come to the stand and say that Tory is the one who shot her. And I am not saying that what Kelsey did was right or wrong, but what I am saying is this. If I found out that my best friend, mind you, these girls have been friends since before Megan got famous. Now, a lot of people might argue that Kelsey is only put on because of Megan, and a lot of people might argue that Kelsey, the only reason why we know Kelsey is because Megan is famous, and Megan gave Kelsey a job, and Kelsey didn't do anything before that situation, and Megan was putting her out and stuff like that, so Kelsey should have just been happy to be there. I totally disagree. I don't care what it is. If let's say if you guys are not new to my channel, you guys know that my best friends are like Chelsea or Awale. Let's say I get famous. If I get famous, not even just famous, if I become really, really rich and like really known in the public eye, why would I not hire my best friends as my managers or my assistants or something and put them on and give them money? Like, that is like the bare minimum in my honest opinion. If you are famous or you're rich or anything like that, and you have a best friend and your best friend is down and out and they are like struggling and you're not helping them, that's kind of weird. That's not really your best friend. That's the bare minimum requirements to being a best friend. You get what I mean? So a lot of people might argue and be like, oh, well, Kelsey should have been just happy to be there because Megan was putting her on. No. If I am talking to a guy, I do not expect my best friend to go behind my back and sleep with that same said guy. I do not expect that. I don't expect that. It's because she slept with Tory, and she lied about the fact that she slept with Tory. Now, I feel like once she lied about the fact that she slept with Tory, all her credibility went out the door. And I know a lot of the Megan Thee Stallion fans might be like, why would she want to tell the truth about sleeping with that short boy? This is and that, da da da, this is and that. That's not the thing. The thing is, it's not about her lying about sleeping with a short boy or is Tory Lanez, she's ashamed of him. No. She was ashamed of the way the public was going to view her, because we knew that him and Kelsey had a thing going on before him and Megan. So then the public was going to view her in a way of, wait, you slept with your best friend's man. And then it doesn't make it any better. And Megan Thee Stallion's lyrics literally says, I could take your nigga if I want him. Megan is always referring to taking somebody's nigga in all her music, always referring to taking somebody's man. So when the situation came out with the fact that she slept with Tory, I was not surprised. I was just like, dang, I didn't know you do it to your friends too. And in my honest opinion, I feel like a lot of the people that are on Megan's side, and I'm on Megan's side, y'all, because I know you guys might be wondering, like, girl, whose side are you? I'm on Megan's side. I do feel like he shot her, like I said in the beginning. But, a huge but, if we are going to be on Megan's side, we have to take full accountability as fans of Megan, as supporters of Megan, and we have to come to a concise reasoning with the fact that why would Megan sleep around with Tory knowing that her best friend was sleeping with him? I would not touch nothing that my best friend has, whether it's a sneaky link, whether it's friends with benefits. I won't touch anything like that. And I would expect her not to touch anything like that as well. For people to get mad at Kelsey for acting like she doesn't know who shot who and acting dumb and stuff on the stand, I don't blame Kelsey, and people cannot get mad at Kelsey for not showing loyalty towards Megan, because Kelsey can be just as hurt knowing that her friend was sleeping with this guy that she's been sleeping with, you know what I mean, and finding out through a fight, and then as soon as she finds out, she gets shot. And even the same night that Megan got shot, Kelsey came to the hospital and Kelsey got kicked out. It's like a slap in Kelsey's face, because it's like, you went and slept with this boy behind my back, get into a big fight over it, you end up getting shot. You're still my best friend, so I'm still gonna come to the hospital and, like, you know, support you and be by your side, and then your team kicks me out of the hospital like I'm the op, like I'm the one who started this whole thing. Then you go online and you lie about the fact that you didn't sleep with him. So now you have your supporters and your fans attacking me and antagonizing me. I'm sitting silently while everybody is questioning, well, who shot her? Did she really sleep with him? And what is Kelsey mad about then? People are attacking me. You're not clearing up the rumors. You're not telling the truth. You're not coming to the internet and saying, hey, I slept with him. You're not telling the truth because you're trying so hard to save yourself. And also because, you know, you got shot and everything like that. It's just making me look bad. And I remember during that time when the whole situation was going on, people were attacking Kelsey initially. Like, Kelsey got way more backlash than Megan at that time. Like, it was a lot of backlash, like, in that sudden moment. And then literally like a little after, people just started attacking Megan when she went and she lied and she said she didn't sleep with him, and then she came out later on and said she slept with him. That's one of the main reasons why I do believe that people don't believe Megan. I just really wish that Megan went and came out and been a woman about it and been like, yeah, I slept with him, I had no business sleeping with him. Even in the documentary, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I watched Megan Thee Stallion's documentary. If you guys do not know, she dropped the documentary talking about her whole rap career. She even gave us a little insight into the whole situation that night with Tory and Kelsey and everything like that. And then she talked about what happened. And even then, I was waiting for Megan to be like, I'm not gonna lie, I slept around with Tory behind Kelsey's back. That's where I would like to fault myself. But it's like Megan completely played the victim. And I feel like Megan completely not taking accountability for the actions that she did in the situation is the reason as to why people don't believe her. I do feel like if Megan came out and from the beginning and told the truth and say, look, y'all, I slept with the boy behind her back, we got into a fight about it, things got out of hand, he shot me, I do think a lot more people will believe her, and I think a lot more people will be on her side. I feel like a lot of people are angry with the fact that Megan has taken zero accountability for it. And then I feel like on the other end, a lot of Megan supporters feel like she doesn't have to take full accountability for it, because when she got shot, all bets were off. Like, everything went out the window. It doesn't matter about whether she's like, you know, this is now a crime scene. This is no longer a moral type of compass. This is now, we're dealing with a crime, an actual crime. So a lot of her supporters were like, who cares if she slept with him? And I'm like that too. That's how I feel. Like, I wholeheartedly feel like, yeah, who cares if she slept with him? But at the same time, like I said before, y'all, we have to keep it a buck, and we have to understand why a lot of people do not believe Megan Thee Stallion in her getting shot. We have to come up with concise reasons as to why people believe that she did not get shot. The problem that I have with the Black community as a whole is that the Black community never believe Black women. If it's not Megan Thee Stallion, it's Cassie. If it's not Cassie, it's Halle. So much has happened between the month of May. I don't know if you guys have really been looking at the month of May. So many things have happened between the month of May, and I begin to realize that a lot of people do not believe Black women whenever they say something. If you guys do not know, Halle is going through a legal battle with DDG right now, and DDG is her baby daddy, between her and the kids in the custody of their child. She has alleged that DDG has put hands on on her several times in front of the job, has broken into her home, has done certain things. And it's crazy because DDG has gone on the internet several times complaining about the fact that Hallie does not let him see the kid, and that he's tried to go see the kid on several different occasions, and Hallie refuses to let him see the kid. And DDG knows what type of influence he has. All his supporters literally went on Hallie's page and started body shaming her. Mind you, this girl literally just had a kid and nothing is wrong with her body. Attacking her, saying, let DDG see the kid. DDG see the kid. Throughout all those times, everybody, all the logical people, because a lot of DDG's supporters are young kids, all the logical people literally was like, hey, if you really feel like Hallie is stopping you from seeing your kid, take her to court. And he never took her to court. And we all know why now he didn't take her to court. He didn't take her to court because he knew the type of evidence that she had against him was lethal. So instead for him to take her to court, use the public get on his side and to basically be on his side and stuff like that. At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with the public eye. Like, it has everything to do with the judge. It has everything to do with the courts. It has everything to do with the law. Literally, we end up finding out a month or two later after us telling him, if you really feel like she's not letting you see your son, go to the courts. We find out that he is not going to the court because he is beating on her. He's breaking into her home and all this stuff. Then she went and requested sole custody. Guys, what happened right after that? Everybody started calling her a liar. People started saying she's just a bitter baby mama. People started saying that she's just mad because we've been attacking her to let DDG see the son. She's just mad because she wants to be the only one to be around the son. And it's just, I was just really looking at the situation like, mind you, this girl stayed silent throughout all the months of DDG attacking her, throughout all the months of DDG throwing salt and dirt on her name. She stayed silent. She's not said anything. She's literally done everything the right way, taking him to court. Then she finally takes him to court, and now all of a sudden you guys have found another reason, and you guys are now saying that she's lying. Same thing with Cassie. When the situation first happened with Cassie and Diddy, people were literally accusing Cassie of lying. People were saying that Cassie was not telling the truth. When we got the actual physical evidence on camera with Diddy beating the hell out of Cassie up in that hotel room and dragging her all across the hotel hallway, and she tried to escape by getting into the elevator, and he pulled her out and dragged her and beat her. The next thing that came into play was, well, why didn't she say it when it happened? Like, the victim blaming and the not believing black women has become a regular thing in today's society. It starts with black men and a lot of black pick-me women, and then it pushes out to the rest of the public eye. Because our black men do not protect black women, it makes it easier for society to feel like they don't have to protect black women as a whole. A black woman's voice means nothing in today's society. Black women can literally come with a whole bunch of evidence and say, hey, this happened to me, this person did this to me. She could come with all the receipts and everything, and people will still question her. People will still say that she's lying. People will say, oh, well, why didn't you call the cops? People will say, oh, you lied about this little thing right here, so your whole story becomes invalid. People will say, oh, you're just trying to tear a black man down. A black man who decided to do his own stupidity, like I said, referring back to Tory Lanez, because at the end of the day, regardless, Tory Lanez should have not been around a gun. So he did his own stupidity. A black man who decided to do his own stupidity. We're the one tearing black men down. The funny thing about this whole situation is that we waited as a collective for 36 hours to pass and to get the new evidence, and the new evidence wasn't so new. Like, that evidence was not new. The evidence that they were showing us, she put some of it in her documentary. And it just made me just really side-eye everything. And it just really made me think to myself, like, why are we still talking about this? Let that man do his time. Let Megan go on about her business. And I really feel like it really pains, what I think it is, just to close this whole topic out, is that I feel like a lot of men are upset to see the consequences of Tory's actions, because a lot of men see themselves in Tory. A lot of men do not know how to have a conversation without becoming too belligerent or too physical or assaulting somebody. A lot of men do suffer with DV. They do suffer with keeping their hands to themselves, whether it's through physical abuse or verbal abuse. And a lot of men have seen men that are higher than them, that have a higher status than them, participate in those type of activities and have gotten away with it. And it encourages a lot of men to do the same thing. And Tory Lanez was like one of the first examples where he actually participated in that situation and he suffered consequences for it. And it spooks the hell out of them because they feel like if Tory Lanez, somebody that is of Tory Lanez caliber, did this and he's now suffering the consequences of it, if I do it, I can more than likely suffer the consequences of it, and they don't like it. A lot of black men do not like accountability. A lot of them. And I'm not saying all black men, because there are a lot of I've seen a lot of black men take accountability, but a lot of black men do not like taking accountability. And I feel like this situation with Tory really makes them feel like, dang, he has wholeheartedly had to take an accountability for what he did. Whether he shot her or not, he still had the gun on him. And they don't like that. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons why we are still revisiting this topic. And now a lot of people are now saying that Megan needs to go to jail. And to further add, another reason why people are not satisfied with this whole situation is because a lot of people do not like strong black women. And that is literally what Megan exemplifies. She exemplifies a strong, black, very courageous woman. You know, she's sexually liberated. She's confident as hell, and people do not like that. People are very threatened by that. A lot of the reasons why people want Tory Lanez to be free is because they do not like Megan Thee Stallion. It has nothing to do with Tory Lanez and everything to do with their hatred for Megan. Let's call it what it is. I'm not even going to touch bases on that because at the end of the day, we all know that Megan cannot go to jail from this situation. And I don't understand why we are still discussing it. I feel like we need to let everything rest. Whether we believe that he shot her or he didn't shoot her, I feel like for all parties, we need to let everything rest. Because then people started going to Kelsey's page and attacking Kelsey. And it was just like, oh my God, y'all, like, leave the situation alone. And Tory needs to do his time. And that's just it, y'all. Like, that's just how I feel about it. Like I said, but for the people who like to hear one thing, I am not saying that Tory shot her. No, I am saying that Tory shot her. But at the same time, I can see why people would feel like he did not shoot her because of the examples that I said previously. But in the same token, I feel like we just need to leave this situation alone and let it rock. Like, it's over. I don't understand why we keep talking about it. I don't get it. At the end of the day, none of us were there. Like, he could have actually really shot her, for the people who believe that he did not shoot her. And this is my thing, because the fact that the surgeon literally said that there were bullet fragments in her feet is crazy, number one. Number two, what if he actually shot her? Like, what if years later we actually find some type of footage, I don't know, from a neighbor's Ring camera or from a neighbor's camera, and we actually see the guy shooting her? I can guarantee you guys are going to come up with something else, or come up with a new excuse as to why he shot her, or make a good excuse as to why he shot her and justify him shooting her. You guys are never going to be satisfied for the people who believe that he shot her. And it's actually annoying and it's sickening, because I am so tired of people not believing black women when they say something, because outside of Megan Thee Stallion, y'all don't believe black women, period, okay? And it's so weird. It's so freaking weird. Yeah, y'all, that's all I have to say for the situation. I hope I didn't ruffle some feathers. But if I did, you know, shit, that's, you know, that's what my channel is for.